When is Obama gonna finally endorse Bernie Sanders? So ahead of the third Super Tuesday, President Obama privately spoke with some Democratic donors and told them that we're getting to a point where, Democrats are going to need to start uniting behind Hillary Clinton. Now, it was reported that President Obama chose his words carefully and wasn't suggesting, let me not say suggesting. He wasn't specifically stating that Bernie Sanders needs to get out of the race immediately, but he was kind of insinuating that Bernie Sanders, his appearance still in this campaign, could only hurt Hillary Clinton when she goes up against the Republicans. Mm-hmm. So here we have a Democratic president using fear-mongering tactics to scare people into not going further with this Bernie Sanders campaign. We need to unite behind Hillary Clinton because, the further this thing goes along, the more damage she's going to incur.
That's interesting that you said fear-mongering tactics because that's usually, Republicans are accused of that.
Yes, because they usually talk about They usually play to your fears of, it could be black people, it could be Mexicans, Muslims, even economic issues. We don't want to raise the minimum wage. That's going to hurt business.
Mm-hmm. It's going to destroy the economy.
Yeah, it's issue oriented and people oriented. But when Democrats do it, it's pretty much like be scared of the Republicans. We can't let a Republican get in the president's chair. Think about the Supreme Court. Think about this and that. We have to unite behind Hillary Clinton. She's the strongest.
He didn't really say, that Hillary Clinton was the stronger candidate.
He did not. And also, what he actually did say was he kind of acknowledged her weaknesses as a candidate. And not being authentic, something that can't be said about Bernie Sanders. He is authentic, and he also was talking about how the lack of excitement there is for Hillary Clinton. When I hear this,
that sounds like things that the Bernie Sanders campaign, Bernie Sanders supporters, Bernie Sanders advocates, people who stump for Bernie Sanders. It seems like that's something that they have been saying too. Mm-hmm. So now Barack Obama is saying that.
So wouldn't the natural response to that be
why is that?
Why wouldn't you be supporting Bernie Sanders and propelling him to the nomination?
Since
then?
He is the one who
generates excitement. Yeah, and has authenticity.
I think the answer is in the fact that he was at a meeting with donors.
Yeah, Democratic donors. Right. Look, this is this is an actual non-story because this isn't surprising to anybody. We know that when Obama ran, he was the Wall Street candidate. Mm-hmm. He takes money from big banks and Wall Street and special interest. I mean, we already know this.
Progressive rhetoric, but with a corporatist agenda.
Exactly. Just look at the Supreme Court nominee that he just put forth, Merrick Garland. Is he a progressive? Hardly. There's no you couldn't mistake him for a progressive if you tried. Mm-hmm. So this isn't like some big surprise. Of course, he wants Hillary Clinton to succeed him and secure his legacy. Whatever that is. Who else would do that? Certainly not Bernie Sanders.
No.
The good thing. Now, we're not saying that Obama hasn't done good things.
And you know what? The way he went about it and not kind of disavowing Bernie Sanders reminded me of that Hillary Clinton town hall that we talked about before, where she said, Bernie Sanders is bringing important issues to the table, right. And his block of voters is important to me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
To me, I think the way Obama approached that is keeping that in mind. Right. He doesn't want to alienate.
That's right.
Those Sanders supporters.
You couldn't be more correct. The whole strategy by the Democratic establishment is to lift up Hillary Clinton without offending Bernie Sanders and his supporters, because they know that's a huge chunk of voters that feel disenfranchised, that feel cheated by the system, and that feel that Hillary is not a true progressive, and what she's actually spitting out of her mouth is just because of political expediency.
Would this be necessary? Would Obama coming out to talk to donors be necessary if Hillary Clinton was doing her job? If her campaign was doing her job, this wouldn't even be necessary. Nope. Like she has done a good job of alienating Bernie Sanders supporters.
Yes. By lying about him, by distorting the record. She's done that. She hasn't
been able to run her campaign without doing that.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she copies them too. It's a weird election cycle.
You don't copy someone and then criticize their platform. That doesn't make any sense.
Especially when their platform mirrors what your platform used to be, specifically talking about universal health care.
Mm-hmm.
Then you mocked them for wanting single payer, but you wanted it. Look, like I said, no surprise that Obama is in the tank for Hillary Clinton. I mean, no surprise that he wants Hillary Clinton to succeed him. It's just no surprise.
No, I mean, I'm not surprised. Mm-mm.